Morning team. Hang on, hold that thought. Yes, I love oat milk cappuccinos. Just oat milk makes coffee even better. I actually prefer it to normal milk now. Anyway, I feel like I'm ready to do a proper intro to this video now. I hope you guys are well. It's looking like it's gonna be another beautiful spring day. Anyway, what we're doing today and what we're talking about. I really want to spend some time talking about single leg work, so lunges, split squats, Bulgarian split squats, to make your leg strength and your back squat and front squat increase faster, and I will explain why when we get to the training. But that leads on to what today's video is about. It's about the first day of me trying to get stronger. Had a very good open this year, beat my last year's position by over 200 places, which I'm very happy with in the UK. But there's one particular workout, 18.2A, that I really suffered with. Basically, it was some burpees over a bar with some dumbbell squats. Then you had a short break, if you had time, and you went into a max clean. That is where I fell apart. My clean was not very heavy, although my previous time was relatively fast. It meant that I dropped a lot of places. So this year, as with last year, it's all about getting stronger. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some help. I'm gonna work with one of the coaches at the box. We're gonna look over my training. He's gonna help me do it. Sure, I could do my own training, but it's about being accountable. And having someone else do it for me means that I'm paying them. I'm more likely to do it, and I'm gonna push harder. So if there's anything you can't do, snatches, handstand walks, whatever it may be, get a mate to help you out, or if you can, pay someone for their time, because it will help you like unbelievable amounts. And again, today I wanna spend a lot of time talking about single leg work. As you might have seen, today's video is sponsored by Google Pixelbook. Google have sent through a Pixelbook for us to try out for the day. We're gonna take it with us. It's pretty cool. It's like a tablet and it's a laptop. It's crazy light. The battery lasts for ages. So we're gonna take it around with us today and see how we get on with it. One thing that I like off the bat is Google Assistant. Basically, I push this button and it will talk to me and I can ask it questions. There's a couple of things I need to pick up. One being, where are they? Waddies. So waddies are gymnastic straps. I use these especially when I'm hanging on bars and stuff like that. And what these effectively do, you've probably seen them before, your fingers go through these holes, that covers up the palm of your hand and it wraps around. Protects your hand from tearing. Mine's a bit torn at the moment because these are over a year old and they've started to get a bit loose. So I need to order some new ones. So let's try it. Hey Google, find me jerk fit waddies.
Here are the top search results.
Thank you. Also, I need to buy some hair wax. As you can see, my hair is a nightmare. There's only one hair wax in the world that kind of seems to work with my hair. My hair is the densest thing known to humanity. It's denser than lead. It's even denser than Leon. Only joking, mate. Love you, really. And that's American Crew Grooming Cream. So let's see if we can find some of that. Hey Google, find me American Crew Grooming Cream.
Here is a matching video.
Oh, I got a video for it. What? £8.50? Bargain. Job's a good one. Okay, next up today, let's get breakfast on the go. Let's get ourselves to the box and to meet Leon via a coffee on the way. Here he is.
Oh, mate.
Oh, is that a coffee with my name on it? Is it literally my name on it?
There is your name right on there.
So coffee
and
first, Leon second.
You forgot to spud me then as
Morning,
well.
bud. How are you?
I'm alright. I'm a little bit achy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, how are you feeling about squatting today then?
Well, I'm a little bit achy. How are you feeling about squatting?
Same way I always feel about squatting. Love-hate relationship. I would love to get stronger at them. My knees aren't so keen.
I don't know what it is about lifting heavy. When it comes to squatting, every time it's like, I walk onto that bar and from the first rep, it just sucks.
You just know when you get to 100 or you get to 80 when you know it's going to be a good day of squatting.
It's a defining moment. It's like, alright, 100 kilos, I'm going down and it's either staying down and my knees are going to go like bubble wrap or it's going to be good. But what are we doing?
I haven't got anything programmed today because...
Are you starting with Scott?
I am. I'm going to start with Scott, but it's not going to be until after regionals. Quite honestly.
Because you're just getting ready for regionals first.
No.
And then once you've done your regionals performance, then you go back to normal season training.
No, so I haven't got anything planned, but I do definitely want to hit the lunge squat thing that we did at the end last time, because that's great. I need to do a ton of single leg work.
That's absolutely it. Okay, I'll make you a deal. If we're
I don't like the standard deals that you, Leon.
If you're gonna do the lunge squat,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be Scott today, and I'll program the rest of the session.
I don't know if I want to do your program.
How about that?
Okay.
How about that?
All right.
Touch me on it.
I'm not keen. It's super windy, so I'm gonna face this way. I have a goal this year for my squats. Leon's concocting his plan.
What is this?
Oh, it's the Pixelbook they sent through.
It's absolutely tiny.
It's light, isn't it?
Jeez.
Right, well you do that, well you can cut the plan. I want to tell people my goals. So I have a goal, which is the only goal I didn't hit last year, and it's that 150 back squat. I really want to hit that as my 1RM. I don't 1RM every time I go to the gym. I don't think that's necessarily the best idea. Just because you run the risk of being injured and stuff like that. I think it's better to do
The risk of being a legend.
to run at like 90-95% and do multiple reps. So this year's goal is 145, another 15 kilos, 160, and some extra change if I can.
I like that.
And some extra change. You like what I did there?
Any extra change, man? I'll take the extra change.
You never walk alone. You never walk alone. On the way to being free. Where are you? But you never walk alone. On the way to being free.
What are we doing then?
Find out of the box.
Where are you? But you never walk alone. On the way to being free.
Oh, Graham. What are you up to? Mabel in grey. Hey everybody, meet Graham. Graham doesn't like to wear colours. What are you up to, mate?
Flossing. Not my teeth, my
I was going to say, those teeth are pretty close together. You ain't going to get that in there, mate.
I'm quite stiff.
Are you?
Yeah. Pretty much all of us are going to have a weaker side. Maybe it's a glute. Maybe I've got a slightly more underdeveloped quad on one side than the other, especially on my VMO, which is the bit that comes around the inside of your knee. So single leg work is going to be massive for me, especially for really firing the butt up, the glutes up and getting them working. So one thing I'll do towards the end of this session will be lunge, back squat. Lunge, back squat. There'll be step-in lunges. I did this the other week and it hit my glutes like nothing else. And often when I'm squatting, I don't really feel my glutes that much. But after a lunge each side, even on the squats, on the hip hinge, you can feel your glutes firing like no one's business. So that will probably be what we add in for single leg work today.
Can't squat today, mate.
Why?
I left my insoles at home.
Tough.
Can't do it.
You have to.
You're going to see some great sissy squatting today. I need to be going everywhere.
Can you stop squatting like that?
Have I got tension? Yeah. My 160 roll.
Squat therapy. Just leaned on my burstitis, it really hurt. Squat therapy up against the wall. Honestly, the best thing you can do before squatting. It gets you in such a good position. I feel great when I did that. Until we put some weight on the bar and it's gonna crush me. You know when you feel it, like does that little tweak before it. If you just relax your neck, it just turns that way.
It's not good, is it? You know, this is how enthralling this is on camera.
Just wants to be there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
JC's bringing the belt out. I mean, serious business now. Project Grow Legs is in full swing right now, as well as Project. John's got a weird trap trick.
I've got a well tight trap. I need someone to stick an elbow in it. I'm sure there's a lot of people watching this who'd love to stick an elbow in my back.
Yeah.
Elbow drop, people's elbow.
If you're somebody who wants to stick an elbow into John's back, comment below and let us know.
Send auditions below.
Send your elbows below. Last set each. 130, and we're going for 5.
You know, last year this was my 1RM.
And what's it about to be?
1RM. No, I don't know. We'll find out in a minute. It's my I can do this for 5 at the moment. So now that I've said that, I did that on purpose because now I've actively said that I've got it for 5. Means I have to do 5 reps on it. I'm not.
You look really excited about it.
I'm ecstatic. I'm inside. It's like a little party of people that are geriatric and ready for bed.
Do this.
The only thing that's getting me out of the bottom of those squats is when I'm down the bottom, my head's really close to my knee sleeves, and the smell of them are like I want to get away from these. So the lower I go, I just want to stand up again. started doing the old famous stanky leg on the right. That's why we're doing lunges today. Yep, that was suitably horrible. Again, I don't really want my right knee to come in like that, which is why we're doing some single leg work. So we're going to be doing lunges, lunge, lunge, stepping backwards into a squat. It'll be 5 times rounds. I'm back from the gym and I'm actually looking at research papers. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to give a bit more force and a bit more scientific evidence as to why single leg training is so important. I know of a previous study with injured athletes that when they worked their good leg or good arm or whatever it may be, they still saw some improvements on the other side as well. If I can find that study, I'll link it below. But I found a new one, and this is quite interesting. This is muscle activity in single versus double leg squats. I'll put a link below so you can check it out in more detail. I'm going to glaze over it and not get quite so nerdy with it. This is basically what happened. They took 9 guys, they've all been going to the gym before, they're resistance trained. First time they took them in the gym, they established their 1RM back squat. Next time they took them into the gym, they did the training. Basically, they picked back squat, split squat, and rear leg elevated split squat. They used, for the back squat, 85% of the previously established 1RM. For the 2 split squats, they used 50% of that 1RM. What they did is they linked up to an EMG, which basically tests your muscle activation through an exercise. They had the weaker foot, the front leg, on a pressure plate to see how much force was put through the floor. So basically, they all performed relatively similar, with the split squat doing slightly less than a back squat, which you'd probably expect because it has less load. But with the rear leg elevated split squat, what they found was one hamstring muscle called bicep femoris had more engagement, recruitment in both the eccentric and concentric phase. So basically, eccentric is the lowering phase of a muscle, where the muscle extends, and that's actually when the muscle is under the most amount of tension, which is why tempo is really important in bodybuilding, because you're trying to put tension under the muscles. And the concentric is the shortening phase. So for the hamstring, that is, concentric would be boop, heel to bum, and it also works with extension at the hips. So basically standing up nice and tall. So you can see that that crosses over to squats, and that's just one muscle from one exercise. Something that you might not be hitting as much, but it's going to give you that extra. They didn't do the glutes, but I bet if they did the bum, especially if you had a resistance band around them, I bet you get much more activation in one glute at a time than you do from doing a squat. So you can see that to build strength all round, it's really important to encompass different training methods and accessory exercises, because we're all weak somewhere along the lines, whether it's stability, whether it's lacking in the hamstrings, whether even it's inflexibility. It could be anything. I'll put the link right below. You guys can check it out, and I hope that gave you a little bit more reason to think, do you know what? I don't do much single leg work. Here's a list of single leg exercises you could do. Single leg box squats, box step ups, lunges, walking lunges, overhead walking lunges, front rack lunges, split squats, Bulgarian split squats, rear leg elevated split squats, pistols, single leg deadlifts. All these type of things are just gonna work what we call unilateral. So also the core's got to work a lot more to stabilize. So it's not just the benefit you get in the leg, it's throughout the whole body, as well as coordination, motor patterns as well. Boom. So I've just come out to get some dinner for tonight, walking down to the shop. Kind of want to get out of the house and go a bit stir crazy if I'm in there for too long. And I want to show you something that I've been working on all day. So I'm going to play that up while I do my walk. Let me just explain to you what it is. So basically, I think this is really cool. So when I was with Zach, about a month ago actually, up in Leicester at his CrossFit box, CrossFit BFG, I had my stance socks on, and they're a big picture of the notorious BIG. So I was joking around, started calling Zach the notorious BFG, and we were laughing about it. And we said, oh, let's make it into a logo or a picture or something, maybe as a Twitter avatar or a t-shirt or something. So I thought, do you know what? Why not? I'll give it a go. I'll use the Pixel pen and see if I can create Zach into a cartoon logo. This is what I did. this little thing. I can't draw for toffee, but I think I did a really good job of that. And that's down to this little guy here, tracing and using this little Pixelbook, which I actually think has been really awesome today. I've been very impressed with it. It's super tiny, takes up no room in your bag. You can use it in laptop mode, you can use it in like entertainment mode, you can use it as a tablet, you can even use it like a tent, build a duvet fortress with your nieces and nephew or your kids and eat Haribo under the cushions. I'm not here to judge you. But I think it's been really awesome, and the charge has lasted all day on it. And if it was to run out, within like 15 minutes you have enough charge to use it for 2 hours. So you can watch all of our YouTube videos on that, like what I did there. Cat's eating something in the kitchen, I can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it rustling. Luna, stop eating everything. I bet it's the broccoli, she loves broccoli. On that note, I'm gonna leave. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a massive thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. We'll see you in the next one. Bye team.